Okay, so I am here at Hack Green Nuclear Bunker in Cheshire. I've never been here before. I've come here tonight for a Most Haunted event. I've got down here early in order to have a walk around and hopefully to do a little extra for the channel. So we'll have a wander around and see what's going on. So to start with, we have got some interesting Russian uniforms. Because obviously back in the day, in the 50s, when this was an active thing during the Cold War, the Russians were the bad guys. Through here we have a display called the Soviet Threat. It's interesting, in like 2023, we're now facing a very similar kind of threat. So hopefully Putin will keep his finger off the trigger. But you never do know, do you? So can we get through there? No, that's closed up. But you might be able to see there's a few mannequins with Soviet costumes on there. So as I say, this is the first time I've ever been here. I know the other members of the team have been here a few times. I know in 2007, 2008, they came down and did a full show. Now, to be honest, when I first heard about the bunker, I thought, okay, so that's somewhere that's, you know, it's built to, heaven forbid, you know, be there if the unthinkable happens, and the unthinkable never did happen. So I thought, right, well, it's all well and good, but no one's died there, so why would there be ghosts in a bunker? But then you do a bit of research, and if you've seen the show, somebody did die here. There was a recorded death. And also, before the bunker was here, this, during the Civil War, was used as an encampment. And thousands of people died literally a mile from here in the Battle of Nantwich, which I think was 1644 or something. So there could be anything connected to the land, the objects here, the place where the person died. So what I'll do is I'll walk through, I'll do a bit of calling out, I'll see if we can get any activity going. So this is what I'm looking at. Now there are emergency lights on down here, which is a little bit of a shame, but I think you'll get the general gist. I'll leave the night vision turned on, because when I do go into some of these side rooms it gets very dark. So through here we've got a cipher room, and then an attack warning room, and then through here we have what was an office space. Now, when Carl came in 2008, there were a load of desks all laid out in here, and this was all boarded off so you couldn't get in. Now this is an event space that you can move around in. But there was a chair over in the corner which Carl was looking at and saying, if you're here, can you make it move? Nothing happened for a while, and then interestingly the chair next to it moved. So I'll start by doing a little bit of calling out in here and seeing if we can get any activity. Now, like I've done before, I've put channel 1 is on a little microphone that I'm wearing on me. Channel 2 is the camera by itself. So you should be able to hear me. If you wear headphones, you'll hear me in your left ear, and you should hear any noises from the camera in your right ear. So I'm calling out to any spirits that might be here with us this evening. My name's Greg. I've never been here before, but I'm very excited to try and communicate with you and see if there's any activity, or if you'd like to communicate with us. We mean you no disrespect, we mean you no harm. We're just very interested in having a conversation and seeing if we can talk to anyone that's here. If you are here, can you give me some indication you're here? Can you move something? Can you make a noise? Feel free to throw something at me. I know when my friends Carl and Stuart were here a few years ago, I think a few bits and pieces got thrown around. So if you don't want me to be here, let me know you don't want me to be here by throwing something at me. I'm not hearing anything, but I'm very much not hearing anything because we're in a sealed bunker and I'm down below the ground. So normally when you get noises outside coming through, you know, windows or doors or this, that and the other, there's nothing here. It literally is almost as quiet as the grave. It's quite oppressive. It's like you're wearing noise-cancelling headphones. If you are here, can you make a noise? Can you make that projector light up in the corner? Can you move one of these chairs or tables? Can you knock that lamp over? Just do anything, just to let me know you're here. I'm hearing very, very faint tapping. I'm not sure whether the camera's picking it up. Let me just see if it's... No, the camera doesn't seem to be recording any noise. Let me just get the camera and bring it over here. So I was hearing the tapping sort of around here. It's very faint. This is me tapping on the floor. It was even fainter than that, as if it was further away or just not very strong. Come on, if there's anyone here with me, please give me some indication you're here. Okay, I'll move on. So I didn't really get anything there, but I got a good baseline for what the building sounds like, you know, just the fact that it is so incredibly quiet. So I remember on the show with the vet, they came into this room and they got startled by this mannequin. So I'm not bothered by that, but also as they walked through here, I think she was talking to Brian at the time, and Brian thought he saw something go through there, a shape go through there. Now the logical part of my brain is thinking they're here in the dark. There's a few more lights on now at the moment, but if someone's got an infrared light on top of the camera, if someone's standing here and then someone moves past with the camera, it could effectively cast a shadow into there. So let me know as I move this around if you can see a shadow in the background. This is where I don't see anything now, but when I play the footage back I see something right at the end of the corridor there. Demonic eyes coming out at me. So there's lots of machinery in here. Phones for contacting various places. It's amazing that in the 1950s this was state of the art. This was as good as it got, you know, the BT control room and all of this stuff here, the switchboard next door, the BBC had a room here, etc. And it's all state of the art. Nowadays it's relics, literally relics of an older era. You know, most of the emergency services work on cellular networks now. It's not even on radio, it's the mobile phone networks. So everything's changed quite dramatically. Let's come through into here and see what's going on. Now there is a cat here called Goulash apparently. Now the last time I saw Goulash it was upstairs, but there have also been reports of other animals being heard, particularly a German Shepherd dog and another cat. So I'll be interested to see if we get any activity from either Goulash or any ghostly animals later. So calling out in this area, if there are any spirits around, could you let me know where you are? Can you give me some indication that you're here? Can you make a noise? Can you move something? Each of these displays is normally triggered when visitors come through, but obviously everything's been turned off now. I think there are two places in the entire bunker which are upstairs. where it will actually fire up. But all of these shouldn't for any reason come on. So if you're a spirit here, whether you're connected to the land or the bunker itself, or whether you're the person that died here, or one of the many people that died not too far up the road in Nantwich, can you affect these machines? Can you make them light up? Hello? Anyone here? So this was a briefing room, or a mock-up of a briefing room. Now we have got team members upstairs preparing for the event tonight, but they're all through 2 layers of concrete above me and I can't hear them, so there shouldn't be any interference from them. They know I'm down here, no one's going to come downstairs. I heard what sounded like footsteps through here in what was the BBC office. Can you affect these machines? Can you make them light up? Hello? Can you affect these machines? Can you make them light up? Hello? Is there anyone here? Are there any spirits here? Can you give me some indication where you are? Again, the silence is deafening and the way it bounces. The sound bounces is really bizarre. I mean, this is actually, well, this room in particular, I believe it's a soundproofed studio. Oh, and you can hear it, totally hear it, the minute you walk in. So out here, it's bare brick walls. And this is where the engineer would have sat. But through here, and if you listen to my voice as we walk into this room, do you hear it goes completely dead? Absolutely dead, because it's got all this soundproofing on the wall. So it gets rid of no echo, no reverb at all. Whereas out here, you hear the difference? It's dramatically different. Are there any spirits in here? If there are and you make a noise, it should be so clear. Can you make any of this machinery move? Can you make the tape spin? Can you move the lamp? Can you move the chair? Come on, give me some indication you're here. Make some sort of noise for me. I don't mean you any disrespect. I'd just love to try and communicate with you. I'll continue walking through. If you are here, please come out and play. I'm hearing noises which may be footsteps. So up there, there's an air vent. So we might be getting some audio coming through the air vents from upstairs. Are you here? Can you hear me? I'm going to carry on through here. So we've got some more engineering rooms through here, but there's a little gate, so I'll leave that and I'll go round. There's a room through there and then a room through there which goes off round the corner. But first of all, I want to go to the end of this corridor here. And just behind me on the left-hand side, there should be a little cinema room. There we go. Now, I believe when Carl and Stuart were in here back in 2008, Carl took a tumble in here. Like he proper fell over and Stuart had to run over and help him get up. As to whether he just tripped over something in the dark or whether he was pushed is a question that I'd love to have answered. So calling out to any spirits that might be here in this room. Do you remember when my friend was here a while ago and he fell over, or did you push him over? Would you like to do the same to me? Do these chairs go up and down? Yeah, they did. That's ace. So, Spirit, if you're here, can you make that chair go forward? Or can you make any of the other chairs go up on this row? I'm hearing the footsteps above me, and again we've got vents. So I'm guessing that might be team. Because essentially where I am down here, where the naffy is just up there to the right. So I'm guessing that might just be the team members moving about. Come on, Spirit, if you are down here, give me a very clear, very precise location for where you are. Make a big bang, slam a door, throw something. Let me know if you're here. Right, let me put that seat down again. So all of the seats are down at the moment, apart from this second row where they're all up. So let's see if any of that changes. I'll continue through here. So that's where I came from. So if I carry on down here, and then into this part of the room, which is the communication centre. So again, all of this stuff normally lights up, and there's clicking noises and all sorts of other stuff going on. Is that glass or is that just open? No, it's just open. Cool. Now before I go wandering off that way, I just want to wander through here and see the bits that I've missed. So that's where I was standing a minute ago, where I came through from the BBC engineers area. This is another engineering area here, like maps and stuff on the wall for. And again, all this stuff, look at it, it's archaic now, but this was state of the art back in the 1950s. You know, printers and prompters and all sorts of other stuff. It's an amazing location. Portable radar or transmission or something. Apparently all of these radio things, they were like 1 kilohertz, which was very powerful at the time. And those little holes you've got on the front were to dissipate some of the heat. Again, hearing noises above. Nowadays, this entire room, everything that's in here, would probably fit into an app on a mobile phone. It just goes to show it's absolutely incredible what's changed. Now, I believe this is an old telephone exchange. This would be where the BT setup was. And the idea was if any radio waves were knocked out... Oh, hello? Aha, so I think we've got a room which does light up. Right, okay, cool. So there are 3 rooms that light up. This one here and 2 upstairs. So this is great. I mean, look at this. This is amazing. Again, all of this would now probably fit into one rack of equipment like that. It's just incredible. And these are all like, you know, telephone systems from the 1950s and 60s. Absolutely amazing. The history of this place is great. I'm just hoping that the paranormal activity is there to match it. So come on, calling out to any spirits that might be here. Please, if you're here, give me some indication of where you are. Can you move something in this room? Can you affect any of these machines? Move any of these chairs? Can you make a noise? Give me some indication that you're here. So that's where I started out and then went round. So I'm now going to head back out into the corridor and down towards the next couple of rooms and then into the staircase area. So, UK RAOC, not sure what that stands for. And there's another word, BMuse. Bemuses me, I don't know what that means. But this is all basically, I believe, radar systems. So it's according to the sign on the wall, the UK Regional Air Operations Centre. There you go, that answers that. And then I'm assuming BMUS is the Ballistic Missile Early Warning System. Every day's a school day. There you go, just learned something new. See if we can remember that later. And if I forget, I know where the room is that's got it written on the wall. So this was great. Those lines on the wall, apparently, these were monitoring the flight path of sort of Soviet bombers at the time that could come over and drop bombs on us. And the radar would show where it was, and then the communications would all be done in here. And they'd relay with, Squadron Command and send out planes to knock them down. Are there any spirits in this room? Is there anything associated with any of the equipment here? Or any part of the building? Or the ground before the building was even here? So I think the bunker was first put up in the 1940s. And then it was RAF Hack Green. And then it was taken over and turned into this during the Cold War. Come on, if there are any spirits here, please give me some indication you're here. Can you make a noise? Can you move something? Is that you making that tapping noise? Very faint tapping over here, which wouldn't be the people that are upstairs. Can you do that again for me? I'm going to walk through to the final parts of the lower part of the bunker. So this was the fire and rescue room, which is where fire, police, emergency services, they'd all congregate in here and communicate. Black Alpha doesn't sound like it's a good state for us to be in. And again, all state-of-the-art equipment, which would now just be taken over by an app on a phone. Hello? Hello? Anyone here? I thought I heard a noise. So, I've saved this bit till last. This is a staircase, which is apparently where a young lady fell to her death. Now, there's some debate about whether she jumped or she was pushed. And on the show, it was apparently revealed through research, and also there was a medium here, that she was in a relationship, that she was very traumatised about something, probably the breakdown of the relationship or something. It was possibly a lesbian relationship, which was very frowned upon back in the day, and that she'd fallen to her death. Now, just next to this room, there's this is a mock-up of what the Russian version of the bunker would have looked like. Is there anything in here that wants to communicate with me? Any spirits? Nothing immediately, so I'm going to come out here and I'm going to concentrate on this area here. So I'm just going to rest the camera there. And I'll do a little bit of calling out, spend a bit of time here. I'm calling out to the spirit of the lady that died here back in the 1950s. Can you see me? Are you here? Can you communicate with me? I believe you were in a relationship and it wasn't going well. You were very traumatised by it. And by all accounts, you fell from the upper balcony here to your death. Did you kill yourself? Or were you thrown? 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 I don't mean you any disrespect, I don't mean to offer any harm. I'd just love to communicate with you if you are here. I'm feeling a cold breeze on my face, but that might just be coming from upstairs as the air wafts down. Is that you blowing the air on my face? If it is, can you make it stronger? Can you come closer to me? Can you blow in my ear? Can you touch me? Can you push me? I don't mind. Give me some indication if you are here. Can you reveal yourself? Can you replay the moment when you fell? Can I see your shadow? Can I hear you? I'm hearing what sounds like a... Is that you making that noise? It could be a person, it could be some machinery upstairs and off a little bit. If that is you, please make the noise clearer for me. I've got a box sitting over here which can record pictures. Can you reveal yourself on the box? Can you go towards it and possibly affect it? Can you walk down these stairs? I hate to think that I'm actually standing at the point where you died. There is a mark on the floor here and a stain, but I'm not sure whether it's just from water dripping from the ceiling. It's a bit eerie. It looks like it could be where someone had fallen and cracked their head and bled to death. Come on, if you are here, can you move towards my voice? Can you give me some indication you're here? I'm hearing noises upstairs and a door bang, but I'm thinking that's the team. It's one of those where you hear something you're expecting to hear, and it might not be any of the team. When they go and see the team later, they might say, no one came in the corridor, no one left the actual base room. If that's you, can you move towards me? You come down these stairs. It's a definite draft coming through, but it's an open space. I'm just going to show you the stain on the floor. Now, I'm fairly sure it's just a watermark, because if you look up there, the ceiling's a little bit disrepaired. Now this is apparently where the lady fell to her death, from up there. So I'll head up there. If you are here, and you can hear me, you can see me, and you can come towards me, please do so. Please show me what happened to you. If you died and it's just because of the trauma, can you let us know? If you were pushed, if you were murdered and someone got away with it, would you like justice? Would you like to know that whoever did it got their just desserts? Now, where does this go to? This is another little room with Gauges and bits and pieces. This is interesting. I think this is the women's dorm. So this is the top of the stairs, and there should be some machines over there, and then some beds, and there should be a rather grisly looking figure in that bed there. Yeah, there you go. So, calling out to any spirits that might be here. If you're the lady that died, are you here in this room? Let me just pop that on there. I'll try and put it straight. Wait a second, there we go. I'll not put my torch under it this time because I've got a habit of forgetting where I put my torch. So I'm here in the women's dormitory. If you're the lady that died here, have you moved into this part of the building? Is your spirit in here? If it is, could you make a noise? I'm tapping over here. Like metal. Like water on metal, but I've not seen anything to indicate there's a leak. Is that you making that tapping noise? Can you make it louder? If there are any spirits here, the lady that died or anything associated with any of the equipment, anyone associated with the land or from the Battle of Nantwich, can you come forward and give me some indication you're here? Tapping noise over there. Was that you making that tapping noise? If it was, could you do it again? Come on. Give me some indication you're here. Move something. Knock something over. Make that tap again. Hearing distant voice, hearing that tap again, but that might just be... Is that me walking here? Can you do that again? Can you give me 3 taps, just like this? Go on, I've heard a couple of isolated individual taps. Give me 3 solid taps. I hope you got that on camera, because I heard that. Could you do that again, please? That was absolutely fantastic. Give me 3 taps. Just like that. Go on, do it again. That was 1. I heard 1. Please give me 3. 2 or 3. Come on, give me 2 or 3 solid taps so I know it's not just something moving in the dark. Please, once more, just like that. 1, 2, 3. I hope it sounds like 1 over there and then 2 over here. Now, I have no idea what that would be. There's bits of ducting up there. There's the bed frame. It could be this, but this all seems solid. I'm hearing what sounds like footsteps. Anyone here? No one there. Was that your footsteps I just heard? This is great, it's starting to warm up now. Was that your footsteps I heard? Right, let me see if I can put this over here somewhere. Where can I rest it? Where can I rest it? There. Right, hopefully that won't fall off. Right, it's next to the bed, so if it does fall off, it'll fall on the bed. Spirit, if you're here, can you make that tapping noise again for me? Just like this, 3 taps. I heard 1 tap, but I can't... If that is you, that's fantastic, but if it's just 1 tap, I can't rule out that it's not just water dripping from the ceiling onto a bit of metal. Everything's cold, but nothing's wet. Please, can you make that noise again for me? I hope you're getting that on camera. I'm hearing a tapping right behind me. Let me just check. I'm checking the floor. The floor's not wet. I definitely heard 3 taps when I asked for it earlier on. And then a couple afterwards of what sounded like footsteps through there. Again, the logical part of my brain is trying to come up with the reason what it would be other than something paranormal. If there is a drip, it might be dripping down and hitting the metal. It's difficult to tell. Can't see any wet bits there. The ceiling does look like it's in some sort of disrepair, but maybe it is. Maybe it's just a drip. I'd be so disappointed if it was. That was great. If that was your footsteps I heard, could I hear them again, please? Come on, come forward. If there are any spirits here, please come forward and communicate with me. Move something. Go towards where the light, the box is with the red lights on. That's a camera. It's recording everything that's going on here. Move towards it and knock it, or knock the railing that's next to it and see if you can knock it onto the bed. Or push me. Or reveal yourself in shadow or light form. Please come and give me some indication that you're here. Single tap behind me. And another. Is that you? Can you walk towards me? Oh, it's so frustrating. I'll check with Lucy and see if there's a few drips. I think there's certainly a drip in the corridor. I'll move back out into the main hallway and see if there's anything else. So, last few minutes and then I'm going to head off. If you are here, please give me some indication that you're here. So that's back to where the naffy is, where everyone will be coming in a few minutes. And this is the stairway. So last call out for the lady that died here. If you are here, please come forward and give me some indication that you're here. Not hearing anything now. That was so frustrating. I hope it's not. Don't bang my head on that. I hope it's not just dripping water. I'll check with the guys that work here and see what it is. But that was really interesting. I think this place has got such potential. Again, I'm hearing noises from here. Is that you? You're trying to get me to come back in? Are you here? Is this where you are? This has certainly been the most active part of the building. I'll spend a bit more time here later on, and as I say, if anything happens, I'll try and catch it on camera. For now, I shall head off and meet the guests. Again, a tap there, but I'm not sure whether it's just a leak. I shall check.